Peace to the earth and the world. Peace to everybody. And peace to earth. One love. How y'all doing? I just, getting on. I'm going to let you know something. I moved out of the hellhole I was in because I was in a mission. I moved to 105 South 4th Street. And I already showed y'all the condition. But I found me another place. It's charging me like only $600, only $25 more. But it's decent. It's not all that, but it's a decent place. And the inside is decent. I got my own shower, my own toilet bowl, and my own sink. All I gotta share is just the kitchen. But it's real decent. I'm gonna show y'all just a little bit of it. Just a little bit of it. And for you to see how it is. And this is the bathroom. I kind of fixed it up a little bit with my stuff, but this is the bathroom. I got a toilet bowl. I got a little cabinet at least they hooked me up with. And shit. I got a bath. I got a shower. Look fixed up and everything. At least I got a shower. I got a closet. It's not all that, but it's worth the $600. You know what I'm saying? It's worth it. I got a little sink, and I got a little thing that I could put my stuff in, like cologne or whatever. Then this is the room that I have. It's just a room. They looked out for me. For $600, this is, what I'm saying, is more decent. It's more decent and everything. It's not a bad place. I hooked it up. These are all my stuff that I was traveling with for a long time. I fixed it up. I put my dishes there. Some of my food product and everything. It's, just gotta get a microwave. If I don't need to bother them in the kitchen. That's what I'm saying. These are my plants. I've been growing them. This is my other plant here. This is a lemon tree, a yellow one. It's a yellow lemon tree. These are my picture frames. I've been traveling with these for a long time. I've been trying to do the right thing. I don't use drugs or nothing. I'm by myself. I've been by myself for a long time. I got the hookah. I'm trying to get rid of that. I'm gonna start smoking hookah. Whoever give me $25 for it, they can have it. I got everything, and shit. But this is it. This is my bathroom. I love my bathroom. It's a nice thing. I put in that door up for them and shit. But this is decent for $600. Not bad for $600, bro. You seen the condition I was in. And I took that place because I was in a mission. I'm not trying to say nothing. You have to be careful where you go to, where you move to. All these landlords are greedy. They want a lot of money. They want, they just want to take everything you got. Some people can't afford, places, and then people know that you don't have nowhere to go, and they know that you have to take the apartment, no matter what is the condition or whatever. A lot of people do that. Where I was living at, 125 South 4th Street, Reading, PA, the one that was taking care of that building, she was a black American woman. And when I went to 23 South 4th Street, Reading, PA, I took a complaint and everything. They didn't do nothing about it. And the lady that was complaining, saying that I was making noise. I don't even live she don't live underneath me. A black young kid lived underneath me. And the lady was Jamaican. She said that somebody was making noise upstairs. And the other guy that was living upstairs of her was a black guy. He was making all the noise, and they just came up to me and started yelling at me. And I gave a complaint to the office. It's a big agency they have. They have a lot of apartments. They have a lot of houses and a lot of rooms and everything. And I think some of them are in bad condition. You can't take them to court. They tied in with the court system. Yeah, or they try to take you to court that you gotta leave. The court system take their side. The judge take their side. I think they tied in with them. They got something going on with the court system. But it's a big agency. You know what I'm saying? It's a corporation, and they have a lot of houses in Reading, and that's why Reading been having a lot of problems with people getting kicked out in the street and everything, and being homeless in the street, cause a lot of these houses are tied in with the agencies that a lot of these houses are tied in with an agency that is already tied in with the court system, and the judges take their side. They really don't care what you gotta say, you know, especially if they're white or black. I'm not saying all of them. All white people ain't bad, and all black people ain't bad. I just some of them they really don't like Puerto Rican. They really don't like Americans. You know, I mean, I'm sorry, Spanish people. So you have to be careful where you find a place to live and everything. Because they tied in with court system and Reading and everything. That's something that they gotta fix out here in Reading, PA. Like they take advantage. Like we gotta pay a lot. Sometimes a lot of people gotta pay a lot of money for an apartment that's not in good condition. At least this place is not in really good condition, but it's decent. It's a place that somebody could live and do what they have to do, and don't worry about roaches. No roaches in here. No mice. No nothing. At least they take care of that. They take care of their place. Some people don't take care of their place. They just want money, 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 and they let the whole house crumble down. They don't care how they rent it to you and everything. I know a lot of I know this other landlord. He does that. I'm not gonna say his name because he's a little bit like, I don't know. Me and him, we like this. And I'm ready to throw him out there. Keep playing with me. Not just joking. But I just saying, like, you have to be careful wherever you go. And are you coming from New York or coming from Georgia or wherever you're coming from, just be careful and don't get involved with people. Stay to yourself. Don't be a follower. Be a leader. Take care of yourself. You take care of your temple, your soul. And you do what you have to do for yourself. And then you can help others. You help others, but to a certain extent. Don't follow the people. Don't do what other people say. You know what I'm saying? And don't listen. Just listen to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Your own judgment is the best judgment. You got people trying to like bring drugs or trying to like see you could use drugs and all that shit. Those ain't your friends, bro. You have to stay away from that. You got people messing your head up. You have to stay away from that. You got to focus on yourself, especially you coming from another state. You got to focus on yourself and don't bother with nobody else. It don't matter. Are you Puerto Rican or whatever race you're on? Are you Puerto Rican? You got to get it together, bro. And stop fighting with each other. And, you fight the ones that's against us. I'm Puerto Rican. A lot of Puerto Ricans say, "Oh, like I'm not from Puerto Rico. I'm not Puerto Rican. I'm Puerto Rican. I'm a Puerto Rican all the way. I'm Puerto Rico all the way. My mother's from Puerto Rico. She died in 2017. My father is from Puerto Rico. He died when I was born. You have to try to do the best you could do for yourself, because Christ likes that. And Christ and God, they're only protecting your soul. That's why they're with you, because they want your soul to go to the gates of heaven. You can believe it or not. You can think it's fake and not. It's true. People that do bad things, they will never get another life. They will burn for eternity in hell. And the ones that do good things will see the afterlife. Just to let you know. I'm just letting you know. You have to take care of your temple. You take care of yourself first. You take care of your kids. You got kids. You teach them the right way. I mean, sometimes we do bad things, but you can't do really, really bad things. Like really bad things like kill, steal, cheat on your wife, or cheat on your husband. You can't really be doing that. Those are sins. You can't be molesting kids, young kids. You can't do that. You can't hurt kids. You can't kill your fellow man or your fellow woman. Stuff like that you cannot do. But you know what I'm saying? Cursing and all that, that's nothing. But you have to be careful what you do, and you can't be racial. God don't like racial people and sneaky people that talk about people behind their back. Try to be their friend and try to find out what they know and all this thing to tell somebody else, oh, this is the way they're doing it, to try to destroy them. God don't like that. You know, God hates that. And I'm not trying to diss black people. I'm not a racial dude. Some of my family go, they with black people. But, what I'm saying? I don't know how they are. But I'm just saying some of y'all are racial, and I know that for a fact. And when a Puerto Rican is trying to get it together and all that shit, they hate that. Especially whites, some whites and some blacks. They hate you getting it together because they don't want you to make it nowhere, especially you Puerto Rican. They don't want you up there. And the reason why Puerto Ricans probably having a hard time, because I think they scared that one day we will become president of the United States of America and take care of it better than the white man and the white American and the black Americans. That's probably why they really hate Puerto Ricans, because they think we're gonna make it up there. But Puerto Rican got love for everybody, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got Puerto Rican women having babies from other people, from black people, from white people, from other people from other differentity. Even guys, they sometimes have sex with black women and white women, and they have babies and they take care of them. But then you got some of them that they want to hate. They hate that. But it's not, for me, I believe that it's not good to mix your race. God didn't intend that to happen, but if it happens, it happens. But for me, I'm Puerto Rican. I'm by myself. I've been with myself for a long time. I've been in Reading for like 16 years, a long time. I've been in Reading. I've been going to New York, coming back. It's been bad for me over here, bro. Like, I've been struggling a lot, bro, and I'm just trying to do good things, bro. And I'm just sharing you some of the stuff that I'm going through, and I'm glad I got a decent apartment now. I hope they call me for housing. They told me I'm on the waiting list, all I get is $720. Now they're paying my Class B, so now they're going to probably give me extra money, so I don't know what's going on there. At least I get food stamps. They don't give me that much of that, but at least, something. And then I get my Medicaid. United Healthcare helped me too. They helped me with my surgery, or you know what I'm saying, and everything. But I'm just looking out for you. This is a decent place for $600, and I think it's worth it instead of a lot of money. So I got a mad love for y'all, and I'm trying to dish nobody, and I'm not trying to say now, but just trying to tell you my condition. Anyway, one love for you. I'm gonna let you go with that one. Peace to the earth and the world. Peace to everybody, and peace to earth. One love. I see you later, Crocodile. Love y'all. I see you later, Crocodile. One love for you, Doc. Love y'all for life, always. And make sure you get something to eat and something to drink. If you don't have none, ask somebody. Somebody might give you something to eat and something to drink. Or might give you some change or money down the way. Or they might give you a job, at least just for a couple of hours. You're making some money. Don't be greedy. A greedy person don't really make it don't make it that long. And Christ hates that greedy person. That's why he knocked down the table. One love for you. Peace to the earth and the world. One.